Hey Virgos, welcome to your July monthly reading. I hope you're all doing well. It's been an interesting journey getting to being able to do your reading this month. I don't know if it's Mercury retrograde or if it's your particular energy, but lots of interesting things have happened that have thwarted my ability to do your reading timely. So anyway, nonetheless, I'm glad to be here with you now. And if you're interested in learning more about the services that we provide, either private readings or personal readings, live coaching or consultation, and live energy healing sessions that we do as distance healing, those are all services we provide, and that information is in the link below. So please feel free to check that out. In the meantime, this is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone. And however, if you like the overall feel of the channel, you like the messages in general, we hope that you'll like, share, or subscribe. That would be awesome. And by all means, please leave us comments in the description box below or in the comments section below. We love getting your comments. We'd like to hear from you, and particularly if you have any thoughts, questions that you'd like to ask and have answered via a reading. So with that, Virgos, we'll go ahead and get started. The first card I'm going to pull out is going to be looking at the overall, what is going on with you at the soul level for the month of July. So at the soul level for the month of July, let's take a look at that. At the soul level, you are in a place of, this is a pretty intense and powerful card. This is the card of light beings. So with this card, through your ascension or expansion of your soul, you are beginning to connect in with beings from other dimensions. And I want to be clear about this, and everyone has a different, kind of take on what does it mean to connect with beings from other planets, from other dimensions, etc. From my particular perspective, it is all energy. We, in our mind's eye, can create an image that can represent what we think this energy is supposed to look like, beings from other planets, etc. But ultimately, it's the collective. It's the energy of the universe. It's the energy of creation. And some people use the word or the term Akashic records. Same idea here, that once energy is created, it never goes away. So for some of you, you are cultivating a sensitivity to this greater energy, connecting in with other dimensions and very psychic and intuitive information. So that's really powerful, Virgos, for you. I'm seeing if there's any other messages coming through on this card. Maybe some more coming through a little bit later. So with that, I'm going to pull some other energies for you, and we'll take a look at what else might be going on in the month of July that is contributing to this aspect of your soul growth and your development. That's very exciting, actually. That's a very powerful energy right there. I don't get that card very often. It's pretty mystical. Ooh, okay. Looks like we got a couple of extra cards here. Yeah, so the first card out, we have Regeneration, which is basically the death card. And boy, I don't know if you can see it in this card, but the regeneration, so there's like this molten earth down below. The tree is kind of trying to hang on in this molten earth, but it's dying back because there's no nourishment in the soil. But then if you look up here, look at all of this light coming in. It reminds me of this message, the message of light beings, of connecting in with energy in all of these different dimensions, all of these different ways that energy shows up. And again, energy is multidimensional. It is across all time and space. So the energy that you're learning to tap into not only exists outside of you, it exists inside of you. So there's this universe inside of you that you're discovering, this place within you that, wow, that you're becoming acquainted with. And that new energy that you're connecting into, that you're becoming sensitive to and aware of, is the building block. These are the building blocks for what life is going to be like moving forward, which is something maybe that you're not quite expecting at this point. So that's beautiful, and that is going to require some flexibility. So this growth period that you're in, it's going to be unlike anything you've ever experienced before. And getting through that is going to mean that flexibility is needed, right? Flexibility in your current belief system, flexibility in the way you express yourself in the world. Belief systems are very interesting and tricky because they create a pattern in our lives. When we have a certain set of beliefs, we can move down a certain path based on these beliefs that we have. And when we do that, sometimes we miss what Spirit has in store for us because we're so focused on these other things. So, for example, maybe we're focused on earning enough money to buy a house, and our goal and our mission is to buy a house. So we get on track to do that. And while we may be very successful in that mission, finding a good paying job, buying a house, etc., when we're in the pathway of that goal, we are only focused on that idea, on that pattern. And it doesn't allow us to see these other patterns. It doesn't allow us to see the light of the universe, the light of our souls in a different way. So this is incredibly beautiful, Virgo. I feel like that's what, for the month of July, this is what's going to be awakening in you. This energy, this dynamic, beautiful awakening for you. And the last card out is Thinker. And that's actually what I was saying about being flexible, right? In a way, we can get so caught up in our thoughts and so caught up in our minds that we're not attuned or connected with our intuition. And we end up missing a lot of things that are meant for us. Now, having said that, I don't believe there's any such thing as a mistake. So whatever you're doing in life is exactly what you're meant to be doing at the moment. But that doesn't mean that there aren't opportunities to grow and change and evolve, okay? So I hope that makes sense for some of you, Virgo. Powerful messages here. I'm going to pull some clarifiers on these energies just to get a little bit more information about what this might be looking like for you. A bunch of cards came out. Yeah, wow, these are awesome. Okay, so I'll go through these one by one. With gratitude, manifestation, new beginnings, rites of passage, and teacher. The teacher card's going to be specific for some of you. For most of you, what this message is saying is that you are, this month, this period of time in July, as you're going through this growth period, this is a rite of passage on your spiritual journey, okay? This is as it's meant to be. So trust the process. This is a new beginning in your life. The next phase as you go through this is your life is going to be totally different. And to be clear about that, it may or may not necessarily reflect anything in your physical environment, but you will be totally different. The way you see things, the way you feel things, the way you perceive things will be different. And that's the new beginning. You're going to be a much more powerful manifester, and you're going to do that through gratitude. You're going to start tapping into this awe, this sense of awe that comes with the awareness of what Spirit has available to you. It is so vast. It is so much more than most of us humans really recognize or know. And when we start tapping into that energy, powerful things happen. And we do become grateful because we start to recognize that everything is connected, everything is one. And we recognize that we are part of something so much bigger than we ever imagined. And that is phenomenal. Beautiful. Let's make it some, let's see here. So, boy, let's just see what more you can expect in the month of July. Let's see what other energies come out here for you, Virgo. What more does Virgo need to know about what's happening in July for them? One more, please. Oh boy. I love it when the cards just come flying out. It's like Spirit has a message, and don't mess with Spirit. Spirit's gonna tell you the message whether you want it or not, okay? Oh, wow. Yeah, this is all very reinforcing. The cards that flew out, I will look at the cards that came out, but the cards that flew out, we have the 6th chakra, which is intuition, which I talked about, really opening up to that spirit world. If you find that you're struggling in that journey, Archangel Metatron, if the language of angels is one that you relate to, that you resonate with, then by all means, go down that path of connecting with this energy of Archangel Metatron. And that will help you have more clarity in your intuition and connectivity with spirit, with that energy that I was talking about. Some of you are standing at the garden gate. You're standing there, you see it over the horizon. You're recognizing, oh, I just need to step through this gate into this unknown, into this beautiful unknown. And some of you are really holding back. There's something that is, it's your thinking mind. Your logical mind is keeping you from stepping into that space because you recognize on some level how powerful it is. And you know when you step through that gate that the next thing for you is this cornucopia of amazing abundance. This is the manifestation card in this deck. And you can see here just this incredible abundance. Here's a butterfly, or for some of you it might be more like a fairy, but there's a light being here, the ray of light coming in, and it looks like my cat Edward is also joining the reading. All right, well, we may not be able to have Edward leave the reading, so for now he will be a messenger for you. Anyway, so this abundance, this spirit, this energy that is right through this garden gate, once you step through and once you've decided that you want to embrace that energy, this is the energy that's going to come flooding in for you. And I know some of you were sitting there going, I don't believe it, I don't believe it, I don't believe it. And some of you are also feeling like, if I let go of my logical mind, if I let go enough to step into this new awareness, into this new understanding of the world, some of you feel scared and threatened that your physical well-being, your security, your financial well-being, that will be threatened somehow. We'll look at that a little bit closer. I'm curious about that one. So your 3rd chakra, this is connected to Archangel Chamuel, to that energy of the Archangel Chamuel. But the solar plexus energy, what I love about this card is, and I've pointed this out in other readings, the solar plexus energy is the most powerful when you're connected with spirit, when you're connected with your heart. Then your sense of empowerment, your sense of will, your sense of well-being, all of those things come into alignment, and you're able to more securely step into this energy without fear, without hesitation. So again, for those of you that resonate with the energy of angels, this would be a connection for you to be able to open yourself up to the possibility of that, and to heal, right? To heal what's needed healing here so that you can be more available to the abundance that's here for you. And I want to look a little bit more at what needs to be healed here in the 1st chakra. What does Virgo need to heal in the 1st chakra to step into their full abundance? What does Virgo need to heal? Couple more. Oh, interesting. Wow, this is interesting. Huh. So in terms of what needs healing in that base chakra, again, the root chakra or the base chakra is about physical security, physical well-being, financial security, things like that, everything that has to do with survival. And the cards that came out are very interesting. We have animals, flexibility again, Mother Earth, and dreams. So I feel like this is a message for a small group of you, but where so some of you are really tapped into the energy of the planet. You're tapped into, you have a connection with the energy of the planet, and you might be feeling like if the planet isn't safe, if the planet isn't secure, if the animals on the planet aren't safe and secure, then I am not safe and secure. So you may be in the realm of environmentalism or an activist or something like that. Oh, interesting. Okay, let me see if I can translate this message. For those of you that resonate with this idea, with this Mother Earth and animal message, for those of you that resonate with that, the message that I'm getting for you is you can step into the realm of spirit and use what you learn from the cosmic energy to help support you in the work that you're doing here on Earth, on the planet, in the 3D, in the physical here and now. What I'm getting is that some of you are worried, even unconsciously at a soul level, you may not even be aware of this, but there's a concern that if you step into this cosmic energy, this much bigger energy, that you're going to lose sight of what needs to happen on the planet here and now. So the message is those things are not separate. As I said when I started the reading, all energy it's connected. There is no separation. So whatever you learn at the cosmic level, whatever you expand into and connect into, it's only going to strengthen your commitment to the planet, to animals, to the other work that you're doing on the planet, okay? And again, it's going to require flexibility, and don't be afraid that these things are separate. So this is the card of dreams, and I feel like if your dream has been to work in the realm of, let's say this example again, work in the realm of environmentalism or activism, and that's your dream and your passion, and you don't want to put energy and attention into expanding your soul around this more cosmic energy. Again, the message is that, don't be afraid of that. It's all connected. It's all part of the same dream. So if you're feeling called to this higher energy, to this higher vibration, to this connection with light beings, then follow that. It's not separate from your other wishes and desires. So that's what needs healing, is the misbelief that these things are separate. Okay? So hopefully that made sense to some of you. Actually, this is almost the same message. That's funny. Okay, so the cards that I pulled out are anxiety, man holding a coin, action, and door to personal healing and happiness. I feel like it's a very similar message that I just shared with you here, that you're worried about taking action. You have some anxiety about that. You want to stay very practical. Part of you wants to stay very practical and keep your feet on the ground. You're worried about expanding into this new realm. But this new realm is your door to happiness and healing. Again, just repeating the message, it's not a separate thing. It is very much connected. Other messages do we have for Virgo for the month of July? Whoa, hello. I'm always surprised when the cards come out. I don't know why. That's what I'm asking Spirit to give me the cards, and then they fly out and I get all freaked out. Okay, so the next message out for the month of July, community, attachment. Oh, there's an extra one there. All tied up, the sun, and strategy. So for some of you, I feel like, again, kind of a similar message with a little bit of a different take on it. I feel like some of you are again, kind of stuck in the practicality. So your desire to think things through, to plan everything, to have everything organized and be prepared and to know exactly what's coming. That desire in you, that innate, I would say it's a skill. That's actually a beautiful skill that Virgo has, is keeping things organized. But that part of you right now is being challenged a little bit, and it's causing you to feel a little bit restricted because you haven't yet stepped into this new energy. So it's unfamiliar at this point, and you're holding on to it. You're very much attached to that right now, okay? I feel like for some of you, one way to move out of this energy is to connect with other people in your community. And by community, I mean, you know people who are already on a spiritual path. You know people who are more in alignment with the cosmic energy that I was talking about. So the message I'm getting here is to connect with those people that you know that are already stepping down that pathway. And ultimately, my dears, the Sun. This is a beautiful card. To me, this speaks of success, not just in the realm of in our earthly realm, right, in the 3D, but this is like spiritual success, financial success. And I actually feel like for some of you, there's a romance coming. I want to look at that a little bit closer. Romance for Virgo for the month of July. Romance for Virgo for the month of July. Okay. So for some of you, okay, there's a couple different messages here. Let go of the past. Be open. Recognize that not all people are going to do you wrong. I feel like some of you have been done wrong in the romantic realms here recently, and you're still kind of feeling the sting of that, which is partly why you're having a hard time opening up and recognizing that this abundance is coming in for you, okay? I feel like the person coming in for you is the Magician. So this person scares you a little bit. This person is energetically very different than anyone you've met before. And you recognize that not only do you share some things in common about your commitment to the community, to the earth and things like that, but this person does have a comic. They might also be very funny. They might have a great sense of humor. But this person has a cosmic connection, and that kind of freaks you out because you haven't met anybody like this person yet who has that cosmic connection. And you may meet or discover each other in common, on a common path, whether that's a spiritual work that you're doing or whether it's environmental work or at your job or something like that. But I feel like you're going to meet in a common space, something that you're both interested in. The Thinking Man card came out, and I feel like this is the energy of someone around you. This might be, it could be a male in your life, but it could also be a female friend or a male friend who kind of, they're a little bit skeptical. This is one person in your life who's a little bit skeptical, and actually it is they're kind of jealous and they're protective of you. So they tend to say things like, "Are you sure? Are you sure that's what you want to do? Are you sure about this person?" And they plant seeds of doubt with you, and that causes you it triggers your own feeling of doubt already. So again, where you might have a naysayer in your life, it's going to be more helpful to you to be connecting with people who are already elevated on the pathway that you want to be on, so that they can help show you the way toward upliftment. And ultimately, again, this is where you're going. Door to value is just, it's the opening toward abundance. I mean, you're just on this path toward abundance. And actually, all things being equal, really you're on this inside journey for the month of July. There's not much external happening that's going to throw you off your game. This is really an inside job this month. Actually, I want to pull just a couple more cards on what more needs healing. Is there anything else that Virgo needs to heal in July? Okay, so if you have some childhood wounds, we all do. It's part of being human. welcome to being human. But if you have some unresolved inner child work that needs to happen, the month of July is a good time to focus on that. And then ancient wisdom. And what I feel with this card, it's kind of similar to the overall theme of the reading, which is about trusting in your intuition, trusting the things that are coming to you that seem kind of mystical, that you're not quite sure about yet, but trusting that there are messages coming in for you. You have a divine connection with, I said the term before, Akashic record. This is your ability to connect in with information that's available in the energy of the universe, that when you connect in with that, it's going to help guide your life in a totally different way. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to change jobs or change your lifestyle, but it does mean something in you opens up much more, and that just enhances your life. It just increases the joy of your life. So these are some additional things to be looking at as far as healing. Allowing yourself to trust this, the messages that are coming through. And then I want to look at any other soul messages for Virgo for the month of July. Wow. Am I clear on what my soul really wants? All right, Virgos. I forgot my reading glasses. Give me a second. Take out the shoulds and limitations. Get out of your head and pay attention to your heart's desire instead. If you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? Wherever you go, go with all your heart. That's like the perfect message for this reading. It could not be more perfect. And I'm going to pull a couple of angel cards for you. Virgo, this is a beautiful reading. I'm really excited for you. It feels like you're stepping into this amazing energy, and how cool is that? Come on, seriously. Okay. So the first one is, and I'm realizing as I see this card, positive outcome, it feels like you just need reassurance that you're on the right path. So it's a good thing that you're seeing this reading, because the reading is reassurance that you're on the right path, okay? You're seeing this message for a reason. So the outcome, positive outcome, the sun is about to burst through. Where did that sun go? Where did the sun go? Oh my, there's so many cards. Okay, there's a sun in here. There is a sun in here. The sun is about to burst through the clouds, and you will soon see things in a different light. Something that previously seemed hopeless will soon be filled with nothing but hope. Change. Aha. Life is a journey. It would be unfulfilling if each step was exactly the same as the last. Because life is always changing, it is forever fresh and new. Allow your life to unfold gracefully. Be grateful for what was, is, and forever will be. And integrity. Be flexible. Flexible number 3. We got that 3 times. Be flexible, but also be true to you. Stand by your beliefs and values, and others will stand by you and believe in you. All right, beautiful souls. That's awesome. Please leave me some comments. Let me know what you think, and I will look forward to your next reading. Blessings to you.